got dropped off at 1:36
You're ready to go. That's what I told him. I really told him that.
Well, last night you didn't.
That's why you didn't take it with me.
Make sure it's
Yeah, you know, it's with the USB thing. You have to either adjust
like a section.
not shaking. Still shaking. I don't know where to hold it at. It won't shake. It's still shaking.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Thank you to everyone who's turned out today to support Illini Central. We've got a special program packed full of a lot of activities to welcome back our state champions. But first of all, we're going to turn it to one of the greatest things that's happened, I think, for our school this year, and many of you know about this, is through IHSA TV. We developed a little bit of a known quantity with our hosts this year, and so we're going to have part of our host, Mr. Lance Giesler, be the MC for the day. So let's welcome Lance Giesler.
Thank you, Mr. Kowalski. Before we introduce the players and the cheerleaders and the managers, I want everyone in this gym to give these people in this front row a big round of applause. This weekend, it all starts with these people in the front row that breed it into their kids how to act and how to be a Cougar, and I thank you guys for that. Now, who wants to meet the Cougars? Let's start out with the cheerleader, the senior, Taylor Bale. Another senior, Alyssa Hoffman. Junior, Ryan Barron. Now the man that no one ever sees his face, mascot Kyle Sin. All season long, Ryan Lawns, Dalton Griffin, and Nathan Smith. You boys ready? Number 3, senior, Grant Bale. One of the big reasons why we made it so far, number 53, Duncan McCoy. Number 55, the junior, Justin Love. For the coaching staff, assistant coach, Colby Bunner. Your head coach of the state champions in 1A basketball 2013, John Geisler. The local sports guy, he puts together a clip, and the players have seen it. They play it before they play on Friday, they play on Thursday night. I believe we have that clip right now that Mr. Jablowski is going to set up. You guys can have a seat and enjoy the clip we have.
the seniors to help each other accomplish this. We believe in each learning system, and we got it done. It's incredible being on a team like this. Yeah, I'll touch on this. We're so glad you really had one goal this year, and now you have it on your neck. I can't put it in words what I'm feeling right now. Overwhelming, I guess, it's where some of you worked so hard for all this hours in the gym, and we've all spent since we were in grade school. I mean, this is it. This is what every single high school basketball player dreamed of. We did it. But better than your dream? Yeah, a million times better. It was like the game, the 3 quarters, and you guys get hit a shot, and you get close. Tell me about the guts of that game your team won out.
Like you said, we shot there, we shot Cougars there, we went out, looked at the stat sheet, and we took Gymnasium win. But somehow my guys found a way to win. So it was such a strategy, and we talked about it in the locker room, just refused to move. We said, do not move on. Whatever it takes to win the ball game, we got to do it. And that's what they did. I mean, Jerry West did a bad job before. Grant Bell was kind of late. We said that they came up with the big room afterwards. Justin Hunter goes up to the school for us. One team left. And then another guy's off the bench. We now are trying to give us some minutes. North River gives us some minutes. Connor Martin was fantastic. Jesse Thompson coming in. And just what a great group. Unfortunately,
It took like last year, they really had one goal all year. That is heavyweight of pressure. And the way that it's fun all year is amazing. It's not like they're all year.
I told somebody, we've been so stable, it's almost stable. We haven't had anything to that. We've just been stable as we do all year long, just whatever we're coming at us, and we're winning all day. And I can't say much about my guys. I'm very fortunate because they're the best. They're the best. And they're good. Yeah, I think it's a fantastic season. Just to be around these guys and to experience the whole thing, the whole journey. Like the way to live the long range, it's making me give it, but I'm loving everything there.
You ever think about it, Lucas? I made one. We've got there to do knock some down, but wasn't falling. But defense obviously, defense wins. So we got to solve that hard. More problem. You get play for you. But you want to line it to the end. You weren't going to lose. No, we definitely weren't going to lose. So we talk all the time. Just simply don't let yourself lose. No, we all 4 years of practice, everything that you ever put in, and it's all working now. And when you get stopped, you know how to score. Well, tell me about the feeling. You guys work so hard to get to see your class, big goals, and what a way. Yeah, it's just a great way. And all of the seniors is like very, very tight. And we've been working hard together forever. And in the summer and the off season, anytime, just even out on the playground, out in the neighbor's house or something, and winning this on this type of stage, winning the championship. Senior year, we were here last year, came here this year, got it done, and there's nothing like it. It's great. You guys don't make shots late, and you guys are all talking about that. What is the first rating in this one? And that's not weekend. I know. Finally got a look, and we've been, Coach said, ramp it up. Ramp up quick, get some turnovers. When we get turnovers, we go. We get defense, we go. And like, I lost it, I was like, I know that was it. And then dropped it from there. We win. Ramped up the pressure, took back the turnovers, and points, and made our 2 dozen. Here we are. You kind of did win ugly, but you won. You had a good win. What this team will be on for is take on took our shots off the season. Okay.
It's unbelievable that end our season like this.
Now we'd like to bring our high school principal, Mr. Jablowski, up to say a few words. Mr. Jablowski.
On behalf of the administration, first of all, I want to say thank you very much for everybody coming out. And that's kind of where we start today. I have 3 big thank yous to do. The first one is to all of you, the fans. All season long, you guys have traveled with this team. It really wasn't just about what happened in Peoria. I mean, I think back to when we went to Decatur Christian and there weren't enough seats for all the Illini Central fans, or at Pleasant Plains when it was more black and gold than it was their colors. No matter what, you guys stuck with this group and traveled with them, and I think that really helped them, and I'm sure they'll speak more to that later. Secondly, it's a bit ironic, and then I want to thank the coaches, but it's a bit ironic that both John and Tony are history coaches because they helped make a huge bit of history here this weekend. Last year we come home with the first state trophy in the history of Illini Central, and this year we make history by winning our first state championship ever, and that's just amazing. We made it in 23 years, and this one's worth it, and thank you guys. I think the other thing to say about the job all the coaches have done this year is about how well-grounded they kept these boys. I would be at meetings and people would say, oh, Illini Central, you've got the #1 ranked team in the state. And I would always say, you wouldn't know it by being around here. These boys aren't walking around like they're #1. I mean, I know they knew it in their hearts, but they didn't act that way. And it wasn't the buzz of the school. We knew that it was business as usual, as they all talked about this weekend, and that's the way that they did it. And so I think that that's a credit to our coaching staff for keeping these guys grounded and keeping these guys focused on playing the game. Certainly, the group that really sometimes doesn't get the credit they deserve are the outside folks. Our pep band up here. Who gets us started each time. They come in today. We appreciate it. We couldn't do it without them. We don't have our pom-pom girls out here, but if we have pom-pom girls around, I'm sure we do. Stand up. Wave to everybody. They're in our games. They're dancing. Thank you very much. To the best group of cheerleaders I've ever seen. Let's give them a round of applause. Make us proud. And of course, who can forget the Cougar? Kyle, stand up. The other night when Mr. Geisler and Mrs. McLaughlin and I went to the state meeting, we talked to the IHSA official who was in charge of cheerleaders, and I said, well, remember we've got our mascot. And she said, oh, I'm so glad your mascot's back. He makes basketball fun. So people around the state know that as well. Finally, and last but not least, we have to obviously thank these players. These are not just athletes, These are truly student athletes, and that's what it's all about. These guys don't just excel out here on the floor. They excel as human beings. They excel in the classroom, and Illini Central is lucky to have these guys. Guys, stand up. We've got some more excitement planned here, and I'll have Lance take it back over.
Thank you, Mr. Dubowski. We're going to get to some player interviews. We're going to interview the seniors. I don't know if you noticed, they looked actually comfortable when they were talking this year. Last year, kind of like Ricky Bobby, and this year he couldn't get him to shut up. We got a great group of 9 seniors. And one of those seniors, a kid that, you might not get to play very much. He shows up every day to practice. He gets to battle these guys every day and doesn't complain about anything. He's happy to be here. So let's get what's his name, Willie.
One of the most memorable experiences of my life. Even to be a part of this team is a blessing. And we did it once in 7th grade, and here we are again, senior year. Just goes to show that possible is nothing. And I just thank every one of you guys. Great role models for all kinds of children, all kinds of children. All the coaches, Mr. Giesler, Scott Francis, Bun, wherever you're at, I see you down there. You guys are awesome. Thank you for everything you've done for me. And GAT.
Another one of those seniors that puts in the work every day. And just a big, any other team, these guys are playing 25 minutes a game. And with the group of kids we have, it's hard to find minutes for everyone that you want to. But Ian Albers.
Kind of made a list of people I wanted to thank last night. I'd like to start with the parents for investing all the time with us, making sure we'd be successful. Particularly John Bradshaw and Jim Whistle. They're looking at and our middle school coaches, Herman and Riley and D9, and Lance as freshman coach, or Reland. Worley, Bunner, franchise, Coach Giesler, and the cheerleaders, former players, Nate Dogg, for getting all the basketball games, and of course the fans, and the school administration, Jadlowski, and Nancy, Mr. McLaughlin, and most importantly, the teammates, particularly the seniors, just sticking with it, making good decisions, and being there for each other. Thank you.
I want to share one story about Ian. He mentioned I was a freshman coach. And we go to play Springfield Lutheran, and we were wearing our gold jerseys. And Ian just somehow, I don't know how you forget a jersey. I would think that would be, I know we forgot one this weekend too, but you look at I got my shoes. Yeah, that's all I need, I guess. So we had to get a Cougar Crazy shirt that we had and tape his number to the back of it just so we could play with it. Another player that came in yesterday, another guy got in foul trouble and just steps up when he needs to. Noah Kirby and his license.
Said quite a bit, and what you'll hear many more times today. I gotta thank the fans. You guys are awesome. I mean, coming to all the games that we have all year, you come to all of them, and today it's raining outside, and you still show up to greet us on the way in. You guys are just amazing fans. Couldn't have better fans. And gotta thank the coaches. I mean, without them, none of this is possible. And they put in a lot of work. I mean, they put in just as much work as we do to make this a successful team. So gotta thank them. And all my teammates, and again, like you said, particularly the seniors, I mean, it's just a great group of guys. Couldn't ask for better teammates, even when you're classmen. And it's just a great group of guys. And this trophy is just for the entire team, coaches and players. That is just as years of hard work materializing something tangible that we can have to remind us of everything that we did for our basketball goals. So thank you guys for all you do.
The Subway sub of the game, pretty much every game. Man is gonna serve this country here in a few months.
This experience that we had this weekend wouldn't be the same without them. Probably couldn't ask for a better group of guys. The teammates were just all friends on and off the court, and there's nothing like going on your senior year with this state championship trophy.
Kid has kind of been quiet offensively a little bit all year. He does little things for the team. And in super sectionals, stepped up and hit 2 huge three-pointers. And I guess he even made one at state assists. Great man.
Definitely all the parents in the front row. Growing up, you have to go through a lot, especially when we have this playing a basketball career. And it's definitely worth it now. You can see that you get emotional now, but it's going to be great memories when we get older. These players, especially the seniors, even though the season's over and we accomplish our goal, we're still going to be a team. We're still going to hang out every night. And, ideal teammates, and I wouldn't do it with anybody else. Our coaching staff, Coach Geezer, he definitely deserves the state championship. He's done a lot in his career, and I'm just grateful to give that to him. Coach Worley, he is a JV coach, but he puts in just as much work as anybody else. Very inspirational. He develops players for us, gets them in the right mindset to they'll work later on in their careers. Francis. He actually did some scouting for us in the postseason. And he's great to have along. He just jokes around, he has some basketball knowledge, so he helps us. Coach Bunner, new guy this year. He's a little on the younger side, but he's a great guy, and we all like him, so I wish him the best in the future, and thank you to all the fans.
I wanted to clarify that Graham's shot wasn't a 3, it was a layup. Justin here, the man who you can't score if you don't shoot, right? And he made a history yesterday. Just look.
First of all, I got to thank my parents, especially for going to games. All the fans, you guys are amazing. The best fans in Illinois, no doubt about it. Coach Giesler, I thank Coach Giesler. He got me to play a little defense, which took a lot, I imagine. Coach Worley, definitely couldn't have done it without you. I love you. Add a little laughter this year. Brought a little happy side to the team. Franchise debut. Couldn't ask for a better receiver to spend my career with. It was absolutely amazing. And what a way to go out. I mean, Derek, Connor, Grant, Duncan, Jordan, Noah, Willie, everybody. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing.
This next player, one of the hardest working kids I've ever met in my life. Didn't play that much in junior high for their, that's state championship. The trophy looks small. Didn't play as much in junior high and really worked on his game and turned himself into a fantastic ball player and a great person. Duncan.
I'd like to start out by saying thank you to the fans because you guys are incredible. You guys are without a doubt the best fan base in all of Illinois. I also like to thank the coaching staff and all the parents, but most of all, I'd like to thank my parents, Coach Worley and Coach Giesler, for never giving up on me because I'm sure it took a lot of work to be where I am today. If it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be here right now. And to the seniors, I love you guys so much. I may beat you up sometimes, but I still love you. I remember one part that really sticks out to me is how much emotion that goes on in the locker room. After the win, we were sitting in the locker room and there was tears and laughter, and this is just one of the most passionate basketball teams that I've ever seen. And we just have so much love for each other and for the game and for everybody that's out here supporting us. It's just incredible. I mean, we should not, like Coach said, according to the stat sheet, Madison should have won that game, but I truly believe that we would not. We refused to lose. We were not going to go out there without a win, and we made it happen. So thank you, everybody.
Next player, a man of few words, but when he does speak, people listen. Sometimes to tell his dad to shut up in the stands.
Jordan Bradshaw.
I'd like to start out by saying thank you to all the fans for coming out every game and just being crazy, pure crazy. And all the families in the front row, especially my parents for doing everything for me. And then Coach Worley, great guy, I love him to death. Coach Bishop for doing everything for us. And Bunner, you know him very well, but he's a pretty big guy. He was supposed to come over and get beaten Madden last night, and he never showed up. And then, especially my teammates, I just love all you guys. Thank you.
Your first team All-State AP team and your first team All-State IBCA point guard. And when I say first team All-State IBCA, that includes 1A and 2A. Everyone talked about other people around the area and how great they were. And we said all along, I know my dad, Coach Burley, and I, they're not as good as this kid at point guard. Jared Entwistle.
Alright, I'm going to start out by saying that this is amazing to win an accomplishment like this. It is worth all the hard work, and when I'm saying this, I mean younger kids. I can't stress enough, hard work will really get you somewhere. This is where it'll get you, so it's well worth it. I would now like to thank a lot of people. First starts with my dad and grandpa. Thank you for putting a basketball in my hand. Thank the rest of my family for the support that they've given me and all the games I've played, and also the rest of the parents that have been along with the ride. It's been amazing 4 years, and it's a great group of parents to be around with. I'm also going to say I'd like to thank the 9 seniors, or 8 other seniors on this team. I'm glad that I got to grow up with this group of guys. It's been amazing, it's been fun. It's sad to see that it's going to end here shortly, but I hope we all stay in touch. Other than that, I'd like to thank the other younger classmen. It's been fun to also have you along for the ride. I hope you enjoyed it. We might have picked on you a little bit, but it was love. And then I'd also like to thank you all to the fans and everything. It was great to hear you guys when we came out of that tunnel and hear the roar. It's amazing. There's nothing like that. Now I'm going to start with the coaches. Shrek and Donkey. You guys have been great to have along with this. I gave him that nickname this weekend. My head somehow. But thank you. I told Bonner earlier, I'm glad that you got to experience this with us. It's been great. Franchise staying with you. Really, it's been fun having you guys on the bench with us. Mr. Worley, I don't know where to start. The talks every morning have been talks I'm going to remember. They were great. There's no greater guy than you. I appreciate it. It's been fun. It's been a blast. Can't say anything more about it. I think that sums it up. And then finally, Coach Giesler, thank you. I'll never forget that hug coming off that free throw line between me and you. That was one of the moments I'm going to cherish forever. This season, thank you for pushing us and getting us to where we are now. It's amazing. And finally, I'd like to thank Dylan List. I'll tell you, this right here.
Little Miss has actually did a lot for us this weekend. A lot of stuff behind the scenes that no one really knows about. He actually, during the Friday night, we all went to the 2A games, and after we won, we had to get our laundry done because we had our blacks. Dylan actually stayed back at the hotel and did laundry for us. Tweets before, or the text before the games, the inspiring text. Seth Curry, thank you for serving our country. I know you see it. Who came back and played at Open Gym, thank you for pushing us. Got us to work hard. I think I thanked about everyone. Thank you to the teachers, Mr. J. Just thank you all. I appreciate it.
I want to say something from every Illini Central alum, all the old basketball players, all the old Mason City Huskies, Illini Central have brought something to this school that no one else ever has. Thank you guys. Now we'd like to introduce our superintendent, Mrs. Harrison.
It's a great day to be a Cougar! Eric Schott couldn't be here today, he's out of town, but he sent over a letter that I wanted to read on behalf of him to all of you guys. I received the remarkable news yesterday that you are the new 1A state basketball champs, and I couldn't be more proud. Congratulations to the team, the coaches, and to the communities of Mason City, Easton, and San Jose, otherwise known as Cougarville. To enter the state championship as the #1 ranked team, you stayed strong and won big no matter what challenges faced you. You had your one goal and the focus, discipline, and drive to see it through. You required and consistently showed a high degree of athleticism, but even a higher degree of heart. Your ability to stay motivated is what amped up your performance each time you hit the court. In basketball, as in life, a champion is someone who recognizes their God-given abilities, works their tail off to develop those abilities into skills, and uses those skills to achieve amazing goals. I hope you ride the wave of pride, enthusiasm, and accomplishment as our new 1A state champs for a long time to come. I want to be able to congratulate you all in person. Until then, let me just say, well done, Cougars, well done.
The mayor of Mason City, Lois Ricker, would like to say a few words. Lois?
I'm so proud to be here to congratulate Coach Giesler and this team of fine young men. My pride is at the level of a parent or a grandparent for you, and you can't get any higher than that. When I put this headlines in the paper this week, the Go Fight Win, you did just that. You went to finals, you fought hard and clean, and you won. Not only am I proud of you because of your excellence in playing basketball, I am proud of the way all of you conducted yourselves on and off the court. Several times an opposing team member felt like I'd fallen, and I saw our team members extend a hand to help them up. And at times called plays that some didn't agree with. Not one of you made a motion, you accepted it, you went on, and I'm very proud of you for that. I would just like, when I saw this, I was just swelled with pride. And I know it isn't just me, I know it was everyone that was there watching you. You are at a highlight now with all of the action taking place. About midweek, when things quiet down, and you stop and think about what you have done, you will realize what a feat you have performed. These priceless memories will linger with you the rest of your life. And another thing to think about, there's only 4 one-place teams in this entire state, and you're one of them.
Thank you, Mayor. We're going to get to talk with some coaches now. We'll probably start out with Shrek and Donkey. I gotta assume Coach Bunner's Donkey comes in 1 year and gets the state championship. It's about time to retire, I would say, Coach.
First thing I'd like to do is dispel any rumors or questions. I'm actually a teacher at the high school. I am not a student. First person I'd like to thank is Coach Geisler for giving me a chance to just kind of tag along. I don't think I really deserve any credit for what those boys did and what those coaches did, but I just thank him for giving me a chance. I knew they were going to be good, that's why I came here to begin with. So I'm just thankful that he actually gave me a chance, and hopefully the boys learned a little something from me. I know I learned a lot from them. For all the guys, I want to thank you. As you know, I'm a really good basketball player, but I never won a regional, never won a sectional, super sectional, and now state championship. And you guys have already given me that in 1 season. So thank you so much. And now just to the seniors, you guys are awesome, just awesome. But I want to thank your parents for making you awesome. It's not your guys, you guys didn't do it, your parents did it. So, senior parents, you did one hell of a job raising these boys. And I could not ask for anything more than hanging out with those guys. They're, like I said, they're awesome. And I think that's all I got. So thank you.
Now the Shrek part of the dynamic duo. Former Cougar basketball player, now turned coach, Scott Francis.
I would also like to thank John for giving me this opportunity to be around this group of guys. This is a very special group of guys. And I remember, even when I was in high school, seeing these guys, seeing that they wanted Gus back and things like that. They're just such a special group of guys. Also, I kind of want to touch on what Jared talked about for you younger kids coming up. Hard work is what gets this. For you kids coming up through the system, just make sure you're working hard, do the best you can in both school and on the court, and let's try to bring home another later. well. You guys were such supportive for all these kids growing up. Being from this community, this is just something very special.
Before we get to these next two coaches, I would like to thank all the other coaches that have been in this district, in the Mason City district, in Easton, St. Joseph. I know I had Coach Ginsel taught me a lot, still teaches these guys a lot. Coach Grimsley was here, Coach Sullivan. You know, when you think about Illini Central basketball, it starts with a lot of those guys. And we've been fortunate to be in this district that loves basketball so much and to have coaches that care about their kids as much as any team in the state, as much as anyone could ask for. I'd like to thank those guys that have put the time in before today. So thank you to those coaches. I'm going to try not to get choked up here, Coach Worley. Man, I love Yearly. Does so much for this team, the community, the school. Just an amazing person. Great friend, Tony Worley.
Thank you very much. If you were anywhere near me on the court after the game yesterday, while I was hugging my mother, you will know I'm a big mama's boy, and I can be a blubbering baby. If I do it now, I apologize, but I probably don't, because that's just who I am. I wouldn't be. That's what I told her. I said all the things that Lance just said, and because of you coming to your feet for me or whatever, it's because my mother and my father taught me how to be the person that I am. That you give everything you have to something that matters to you, and then it'll show. It shows. I don't have to tell you, it'll show. So, Mom and Dad, if you're watching at home, it's because of you. I want to say some thank yous to people who we have this list of only 22 people who can be recognized by that one thing. That there are people that helped this whole program go that did not get to get a medal. Dan Fletcher comes to games and does the scorebook for us. The List family sets up for games. There are janitors who clean this gym out afterwards. There's all kinds of people that don't get to be in the 22 that played a part in this, the season. I want to make sure they get acknowledged. And now I'm losing people in my head. I want to thank, there's people all over the country right now watching this because of Brandon Smith, Ryan Wan, all musicians. They've been with us all year. People have been able to watch these games. We've had family members. Seth watching us right now because of them. You three, we deserve a big thank you from the community in Illini Central. Thank you for everything you do. Price helped us too. Lance and Josh for calling the games. Heck, those two are famous now. Even Paul Herzog, the guy at the Civic Center, wanted to meet them because of how good they were at the Super Section. So, yeah. How could I forget two of my favorite Illini Central alumni, the Scout Brothers, for calling games in the county. I'm going to give them a shout out wherever they are. They were involved in that too. Next would be the fans. I know I put on Facebook the other day, and I wish I had $1 for every like I got on some of those. I didn't make good money this weekend. But when we went out for the semifinal game, we come out to start the game, and then we go back to the locker room at 6 minutes, and then we go back out. When we were coming back out at the 6-minute mark, maybe from one end of the court to the other is how far we have to walk, and then take a left. And about halfway there, it hit me what was going to happen in about 15 seconds. Because as they take that left and head up through that gap in between the stands, you can't see them, and we can't see you, but it hit me. That you guys are going to come to your feet louder than you have any idea that it is down there on the court. And I actually, for me, jogged up there because I wanted to hear it. I I didn't want to see you, I just wanted to hear you. And that sound is just amazing. You can't even imagine. And they know what I'm talking about. And Coach knows what I'm talking about. That's you. That's our community. That's one of my favorite memories. I will remember that over just about any of them. It's because of your support. You don't know how loud you are. You have no idea. Standing out there, looking up there and seeing the biggest, best crowd in that place. You're amazing, and you spurred us on last year, and you did it again this year too. I can't thank you enough. You were great. Amazing. I also want to make sure I say to the little kids in here too, like it has already been said, this did not just happen. These boys did not just wake up one day and become who they are. They worked very hard to get here. And it's when no one's watching. I've told many of them that before. You become a great player when no one's watching. Not this. These boys got better because of what they did when nobody was cheering them on. Nobody was having a pep assembly for them. That's why we're here today. And I told some of the younger kids on the floor last night, you got to go to work. Or yesterday, you got to go to work. The next group, who've kind of not got slighted, but we have so many seniors. I want to acknowledge the underclassmen of this group. How would you like to come in here every day and get your brains beat in by the best team in the state of Illinois? You get to come in here every day and play against these guys, deal with the ball, get beat up like every day. Cole and Derek and Justin and Jesse, every day coming in here and having these guys play against them. And working as hard as they can to make them better. You guys need to be acknowledged for that. And you've been shown what it's going to take next year to do whatever you can to become what we want to do. I forgot Cody, you said that. I'm sorry, Cody, I was good to see you. And Jordan, sorry, Jordan. I didn't know I wouldn't do it on purpose. But I knew I'd forget somebody, darn it. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. You guys need acknowledged too, because as good as these guys are, they had to have somebody to practice against. And they would put up a fight every day in practice. So thank you for that. I want to thank Coach Bunner and Coach Francis. Coach Bunner's been fun to have around. We've joked around a lot. He's a good guy, and he's fitting well with them. And I don't think all the short jokes have been fair to him. I don't think that's fair at all. It's not his fault. Coach Francis, it's fun having him around as well. We joke with him too. I don't know what to say about Coach Giesler. When I took this and started helping him out, it's been so much fun how our relationship has changed over that time. I'm sure some of you sit right here and think, why is he yelling at Tony so much over there? Well, I've just learned, I'll just suggest something. If he likes it, great. If he doesn't like it, it's just the way it is. And it's funny, I think sometimes he worries I take it the wrong way, but I never do. I think that's why it works so well together. Our personalities may not be exactly the same, but that's how we get to where we are. And I appreciate all his support and the opportunity he's given me to do this. I truly do. I want to make sure I mention one list again too. Who comes back the year after they graduate and does all this work for nothing? And then when the state says he can't sit with us, doesn't complain. When Coach said he couldn't sit with us because he was in high school, I was almost probably more heartbroken than I was when they said my sons couldn't sit down there with us last year. And Dylan never once was I concerned. He'd go, great, I spent all this time helping out, and now I don't get to sit on the bench, not a word. And like Jared said, who would have washed his lucky underwear if we didn't have Dylan? Notice Jared left the lucky underwear part out. Jared said laundry, not his lucky underwear. Sorry, I had to say that. And lastly, what you underclassmen, we got a lot of work left to do, so I'm not talking to you maybe as much right now. Seniors, I'm not going to lie. I'm glad that's sitting there, but I didn't want it to end. I really didn't. And I know at 42 years old that it doesn't end, but in a way it does. I'm just glad that you listened to me when you were freshmen and sophomores and juniors, the things that we all know as adults. You know, things don't last forever. You've got to enjoy every last moment. And you make sure that we went all the way to the last second that we could possibly have. You know, your clock starts ticking, and your clock is a tick down. You make sure that it went to the end. Yesterday afternoon, it went to the end. We got to spend every second together. I'm going to miss you so much. I love you guys to death. You are absolutely, positively amazing. I love you guys.
This next guy might be the most stubborn person I've ever met in my life. But I owe everything in the world to him. Deserves everything he's got. Young Easter.
Having Lance here, and you know, that's one of the things that has made this special. I'd like to thank my family. First, I'm going to say, you know, I'm not going to go over everybody again because I think everybody's been thanked quite a few times. So I just second everything that's been said as to who we're thanking. But I want to thank my family. It's been great having Lance do the games and announcing. He's helped scouting, and it's been great to have that around and share that with him. Thank my wife. For putting up with me and for going to all the games and riding the buses on those long trips. And, thank you. And my daughter being a cheerleader, that was special. Getting a hug from her out on that court. There's nothing like that. And you know, the thing that I want to say is what a great group of young men. And I want to thank all your parents and the players for allowing me to coach you. It was great. I don't know. I wouldn't have rather coach another team anywhere, anytime, any place. They were just fantastic. They even made me look good. That's not easy to do. Thank you guys for all your hard work, all your effort, for buying into what we told you, and working hard and defending. And that's what wins these championships, right? Some guys it took a little bit longer to convince to play defense, but Justin even came around and turned out to be one of our better defenders. He did a great job this year and last year. But you know, just the fact that they bought into that, I've never coached a better defensive team in my entire life. And when I first started with this group, I really didn't think it would be that way. I knew they were going to be good offensive. I knew they were good basketball players, but I just didn't get the sense early on that they would be a great defensive team. And I don't know what happened along the way, but something happened. They began believing that. They began believing that defense wins championships, and they became an awesome defensive team. When you look at the stat sheet yesterday, like I said, and some of the other guys mentioned it, we lose the game. But the way we defend, the way we get after people, and the determination that they had, we weren't going to lose. And we talked about that in the locker room before we took the court. And we talked about it in the huddle right there going into the fourth quarter. Refuse to lose. Do not be denied. You are the best 1A school, 1A team in the state. Go out and prove it. And they did. And that's the thing I think I'll remember about that fourth quarter is the look in their eyes and the determination they had when their backs were to the wall and when it didn't look so good, when their shots were falling. They just were not going to lose. And that's what's so great about these guys. They're good basketball players, but they're even better competitors, I mean, they just don't want to lose, and they fight and they find ways to win, even when things aren't going the best for them. And that's what they showed in the championship game, and that's what champions are made of. And these guys are champions. I know Tony was talking about you guys, and I don't know, I remember going down to the Plains game, and a newspaper reporter come up to me, and he looks around, and, you know, he says, I know you're not amazed at this, but he says, this is amazing, all these Cougar fans here, you know, and they're black and gold. You know, he said to that, and I said, hey, you know, I've gotten used to it over the years, because that's just the way these people are. He said, our fans show up early, you better get there if you want to see. We play Illini Central. They show up and they're rowdy, they're loud, and they're great. And you know, this is what makes, and that's welcome home is just unbelievable. We had cars follow us. We were going out of Peoria with a police escort, running red lights and hanging on the bus. And I said, thank you, Tony. I don't like any other school outside the Peoria schools have ever gone through downtown Peoria with the red lights blazing and horns honking and starting the celebration in Peoria. But we did. And then closer we got to home, we get to San Joe's, and unbelievable turnout there in the rain. You know, we're driving along, and it's pouring down rain out, and here all these people are standing out there in the rain, waving, honking, and, you know, it's just fantastic. We get to Easton, and more of the same, and they have we busted through the finish line over there. They stretched we had to stop and wait, and they stretched the finish line across the highway. We busted through the finish line. And then we get back to Mason City, and I think they brought in fire trucks from 8 different fire departments in the area. I don't know where all those fire trucks came from. They had fire trucks lined up. It doubled the size of our caravan right there. And the turnout there again in the morning. It might rain on our parade, but it doesn't dampen our enthusiasm one bit. Not in Cougarville. And you know, what a perfect way to end this weekend. I mean, the whole weekend was great, but to come back to you people, to be welcome, and to walk into this gym and to see it full of people, that is the perfect ending to this weekend. Sharing it with all of you, because you shared it with all of us throughout the entire season. And you make it very special to be basketball players and basketball coaches here at Illini Central. Going back to what Tony said, Tony jogged up to listen to it. I'm too old and I can't run that fast. I couldn't keep up with it. So I was way back behind. I was still back by the dressing room. And you can still hear you guys. I can tell my team had just hit the court. Because the walls were kind of vibrating down there underneath the Civic Center. That's how loud you guys were. And I'll second what Tony says. That sends chills up and down my spine. That is something that I'll never forget, ever. And the support that you guys give us is just fantastic. Thank you all very much. We went to Peoria. One goal in mind. It was a lot of hard work to get there. I think winning the Super Sectional was so gratifying to me, because when you're number one, like we were, there's a big target on your back, and you get everybody's best shot. And we went out every night, and it seemed like I'd go scout these teams, and I know Coach would really tell me, oh, we got this one, these guys aren't good. Yeah. And I kind of agree with him a little bit, and I was thinking, yeah. And we went and played them, and I would say, is this the same team we scouted? These guys are good. And it seemed like everybody we played, they gave us their best shot. And that's what's amazing about these guys. You know, it's easy to stumble along the way. It would have been easy to get beat. Decatur Christian could have beat us. I mean, they played a heck of a ball game. Flanagan played a heck of a ball game. But these guys just weren't going to get beat. They had that one goal, and they were not going to be denied it. And I know somebody said something about we might not have played our best ball in the postseason, but I really think we did. I just think the other teams stepped their games up, gave us their best shot, and we took it and went on and beat them, even though they gave us their best shot. And that's what's amazing about this team. And we get to Peoria, had a fairly easy first game, and then come out and that might have been probably the worst shooting game we've had all year in the state championship game, and yet won it. And again, it was just that attitude, that competitiveness, that simply refusing to be denied what they wanted to achieve. And I can't thank these guys enough. What a great group. They're truly state champions. I hope you've enjoyed the ride. We've enjoyed riding along with you. Hate to see it end, kind of like Coach Burley said, but when it ends with the state championship trophy, it kind of makes it a little bit easier. Thank you all. Just a fantastic experience, a fantastic season, and it's going to be one that, memories that we will never forget, any of us. And we're state champions. We're number one. We are. That's great. Thank you.
Quick announcement, tomorrow, 8:30 a.m., there's an assembly in the gym here, 8:30 a.m. You guys got to go to school tomorrow. And we're going to have a meet and greet, sign autographs in the cafeteria once we finish up in here. But I do want to say one thing about this town. I don't know, and I don't want to know, who the people were with the bucket of paint out in the middle of the four-way stop sign. Painting number 1 on state property. I don't know how long they're going to let us keep that on there, but even when they make us take that off, we're still going to have this to show. And I want you seniors to come up. You can carry this into the room in there as people come to meet you. They wasted no time. Seniors, come up here.